Well, hello and welcome to the D-Rama. I'm your host, Chris, and welcome to my channel, Authentic Drama and Horror Stories. Where here, I write and narrate my very own drama and horror stories. This is my authentic name. If you seem to be a fan of my authentic work, please subscribe and or like my channel and stories. The more support, the better. I've always had a fiery passion for writing and journalism, as well as narrating. So take a seat and be blown away by my creepy and drama-filled stories, made especially by yours truly. Enjoy the drama! Chapter 9. I awoke to the sound of the girls frantically talking and seemingly a truck engine. I opened my swollen, tired eyes to see that I was still gagged, and my hands were seemingly bound with, I'm assuming, was one of the girls' tightly bound pair of leggings. Hey, Jill, check and see if she's conscious yet, and if not, splash this hot-ass coffee on her ugly fat face, remarked Jazzy, with a harsh coldness that I had never heard before. I, with no other choice, made a groaning sound to let them know that I was in fact conscious now. Well, seems that the little spider's actually awake after all, Jazz, replied Jill coldly. Great, said Jazzy, whom was sitting in the passenger seat, and by her sat Stacy, who was driving us in her vehicle. I couldn't reason or protest due to my situation. Jazzy, are you, totally certain you want to even do this to her? Said Michelle, who was sitting right next to Jill. Of course I do. Don't be stupid, Michelle Lindley, Jazzy hissed at Michelle. Yeah, what do you like her or something, Michelle? Asked Jill. Well, no, I just think that this is a bad idea is all. That's all I'm saying, Michelle protested. Maybe she's right, Jazzy. Why don't we just drop her off in the middle of nowhere and leave her there, reasoned Stacy. Besides, that way it's better for us and worse for the geek. She'd have to find her way back to town. That is, of course, if she ever makes it, Stacy chuckled. Stacy Bradley, can't you see that she'd tell on us? It's just not worth the risk. Plus, if my father ever found out about it, my life is completely over, protested Jazzy with concern. After about 10 or 15 more minutes, we pulled up to what looked like an old and obviously abandoned for quite some time now camping site, which looked like it hadn't been utilized since before I was even born. Well, here we be, girls, replied Stacy, flipping her platinum blonde long straight hair, and then putting the truck into park, while popping and smacking her bubble gum in her pretty red lipstick mouth. Perfect. So here's the plan, girlies, Jazzy urged. Okay. First, Jill and Michelle, I need you girls to help me with dragging her to the cabin that I know is deserted down by the river bend, Jazzy preached confidently. And Stacy, make sure you have the Zippo and the gasoline ready. We don't want the little bitch to escape, Jazzy ordered. Gotcha, girl, Stacy confirmed, pulling out a cigarette and taking a drag. I struggled and tried to see if the homemade handcuffs had a weak point, but they were bound way too perfectly tight around my hands. I reckoned it must have been Jazzy's handiwork. Ain't gonna do you any good to struggle, sister, Jazzy said, obviously catching me. I realized that the rag in my mouth appeared to be loose. I tried to reason with Jazzy. Jazzy, why the hell are you doing this for? I thought you were my bestie, I cried. Jazzy laughed. Get real, Angelina Basil. Did you honestly think that someone as beautiful, rich, and likable as myself would honestly ever be friends with a fat, nasty rat like yourself, girl? Girl, I was only playing you. We all were, Jazzy said coldly, while she rudely snatched Stacy's cig away and stole a drag for herself. You're so gullible and kind, Angelina. You see that you just never really read between the damn lines, you little cockroach you, Jazzy chuckled, and then blew her cigarette smoke into my face, making me have a coughing attack. And a Mr. Beast backpack? Like, what grade are you in again? Stacy asked me with her heavy New York accent, of which I always found annoying about her. Oh, just leave her alone, Stace. She'll be gone before long anyhow, Jazzy said very confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Yeah, you're right, Jazz, Stacy agreed. Of course I'm right, you fool. Now come on, let's get going so we can watch this bitch burn before it's go time, Jazzy hissed to her goons.